Welcome to Lacea class. I am your teacher, John Lacea. A blessed day to everyone. Today, I like to share information about my dissertation proposal, which was presented last December 9, Tuesday, at 5 o'clock p.m. to 6:30 p.m., held at the University of the Cordilleras, Baguio City, Philippines. My dissertation proposal is entitled An Immersive Virtual Reality-Based Gamified Learning Platform with Learning Analytics for Enhancing English Language Skills. The following are the problems, challenges, and causes concerning our Philippine education system that spark my mind to contribute a solution. Persistent low performance in the Philippines. The Philippines is consistently low performance in reading comprehension, particularly within the context of public schools. The problem is severe, with 90% of Filipino children aged 10 struggling to read or understand simple text. International assessments like the PISA or Program for International Student Assessment corroborate this, showing the Philippines ranking 76 out of 81 countries in reading comprehension in 2022, with only 24% of students achieving basic proficiency. There are no results of the PISA assessment in the year 2023 and 2024 because the result of the PISA conducted in the year 2022 was released in the middle of the year 2024 that showed poor performance in the following uh, knowledge subjects such as reading, mathematics, and science. Our country, the Philippines, took the PISA 2025 test last March to April 2025. However, the release of the results will be September 2026. A primary root cause contributing to the crisis is the profound issue of teaching competency and the effective instruction. Many teachers tasked with instructing reading do not possess the basic competencies required for the role. The following factors contribute to the crisis and systemic failures: poverty and intergenerational barriers. Many Filipino students come from families categorized with below average monthly incomes. Children of low literate parents are 72% more likely to be at a low reading level themselves. Lack of resources. Low-income settings often lack books at home, as this is a luxury outweighed by basic living expenses. There is a lack of libraries in cities and municipalities to support a reading culture. Challenges in home-based learning. These challenges include a lack of guidance from teachers or other knowledgeable adults or parents in disruptive physical distractions such as noise pollution in their surroundings. The following are the effects or consequences and society impact about crisis in English literacy. Deterioration of English proficiency. English writing proficiency is noted to continuously deteriorate in the Philippine context. Students commonly exhibit writing errors in mechanics such as punctuation, capitalization, and spelling, and grammar. Psychological and emotional impact. These difficulties result in low academic performance. Students who possess poor literacy skills often feel incompetent, leading to low self-esteem, isolation, and a fear of writing assignments. The following are call for actions to address the severity of the English literacy crisis. Intentional instruction. To improve student learning, instruction must be intentional. Research suggests that explicit instruction on content vocabulary, including teaching morphemes such as prefixes, suffixes, and roots, can significantly help students decode and determine the definition of unfamiliar words, which leads to higher assessment scores. Engaging strategies. Embracing engaging instructional strategies, such as using online games like Kahoot and Quizlet, has been shown to boost spelling achievement, concentration, and motivation, thereby enhancing student performance. Collaborative effort and sustained programs. Fundamentally, achieving literacy improvement requires collaboration between government officials, schools, families, social workers, and community members. Intervention programs such as the Department of Education's Every Child a Reader program and Catch Up Fridays must be effectively implemented and sustained to ensure all learners, particularly those in public schools, master essential basic academic English skills. To contribute a solution, this research study will develop an immersive virtual reality and gamification application in improving the English literacy of elementary and high school students. The design and development solution supports the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In particular, the research study aligns SDG number 4 or quality education. It aims to ensure equitable quality education and promotes skill development, lifelong learning opportunities for all, and improved education system. SDG number 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure, to foster innovation in promoting new technology and creating income. And SDG number 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, to contribute a service access such as virtual reality application for the communities. Moreover, the researcher of this study seeks to find out if the virtual reality application is effective when used in the Philippine context, especially in public school. Moving on to the research questions. The study aims to design and develop an immersive, virtual reality-based gamified learning platform with learning analytics for enhancing English language skills. Specifically, it will answer the questions below. What design and gamification elements in a virtual reality environment support the development of English language skills? What is the design and development of the software architecture that highlight the platform's innovative virtual reality, gamification, and analytics features? What is the level of improvement of the learner's English language performance using the immersive virtual reality-based gamified platform? Research objectives. The main objective of this study is to design and develop an immersive virtual reality-based gamified learning platform with learning analytics for enhancing English language skills. Specifically, the study aims to determine the design and gamification elements in a virtual reality environment that support the development of English language skills. Develop a software architecture that highlight the platform's innovative virtual reality, gamification, and analytics features. Assess learners' English language performance using the immersive virtual reality-based gamified platform. Moving on to the scope and the limitations. The scope of the research: design the game mechanics, virtual reality features, and software architecture for developing a virtual reality application in English language skills. The scope of the study will focus in reading comprehension and will include the spelling and vocabulary as parts to improve reading comprehension, but it will exclude the grammar. Examine the components of gamification and core features of virtual reality to implement in the design and development. The study will assess the improvement in spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension, and students' perceptions in terms of motivation and concentration of the elementary and high school students in public and private schools in Benguet. Moving on to the significance of the study. The purpose of the study is to contribute a solution towards improving the performance of students in English spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension that would be beneficial to the following. DepEd. This study will satisfy the principles of Department of Education in teaching K-12 English, such as develops thinking and language through interactive learning, develops communicative competence and critical literacy, draws on information text and multimedia in order to build academic vocabulary and strong content knowledge, provides explicit skill instruction in reading and writing. English teachers. The developed VR application will be used as a teaching tool for learning and assessing the students' performance. Teachers will enhance and extend their capability in teaching English. The main beneficiary of this study are the students that will acquire the level of competence and proficiency in English spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. This conceptual framework was developed to guide the design and development of an immersive virtual reality application in gamified English spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. The framework starts by determining the learning outcomes and collecting of learning materials and test modules. The collected data will be used for the game design, such as learning outcome-based activities, awarding of rewards, and progress monitoring. The features of gamification will be the structure that contains the components, tools, interactions, and guidelines for developing the immersive virtual reality application. The design of the software architecture will contain the core components, features of the application, game mechanics, and virtual reality features. The student's performance will be measured, analyzed, and will compare the level of improvement. The developed virtual reality application will be tested and measured its level of usability, such as user friendliness, software quality, reliability, usability, and functional and non-functional requirements. Moving on to the methodology, research design. This study will employ the quantitative research and apply survey research method. Also, the study will implement qualitative research and apply interviews method. It will apply statistical analysis to measure the perceived usability of the developed virtual reality application. The study will plan to determine the improvement in spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension using statistical analysis, and students' perceptions in terms of motivation and concentration using inductive thematic analysis. Sources of data, research papers and books. The published research papers and books are the sources of data to determine the game mechanics and virtual reality features and core modules or features of the application. The gathered data are to be supported by data from experts. Respondents. The students and teachers from Benguet State University Elementary and High School, Benguet National High School, Pugis Elementary School, Buyagan Elementary School, Epiphany Christian Academy, and Lamtang Elementary School will be the respondents to gather the measured perceived usability of the virtual reality application, improvement in spelling, vocabulary, and reading comprehension, and perceptions in terms of motivation and concentration. Moving on to the data gathering techniques. Survey and questionnaire. The researcher will conduct survey to respondents to measure the level of usability of the virtual reality application. Diagnostic test. The researcher will conduct pre-test and post-test surveys to investigate the improvement of English skills. Interview. The researcher will conduct interview to respondents to measure the students' perceptions in terms of motivation and concentration. Data validation from experts. The researcher will validate the gathered data of the game mechanics and virtual reality features and core modules or features of the application against the extensive knowledge from experts to confirm the data consistency. Validity test. The researcher will validate the themes in thematic analysis by applying the participant validation to verify if the participants accurately reflect their experiences and viewpoints. Moving on to the development methodology. The study will adopt and apply the feature-driven development methodology. It is one of the agile software development methodologies that organizes software development around making progress on features. Since it is agile, it is customer-centric, iterative, and incremental, intending to deliver tangible software results often and efficiently. Moving on to the development tools. The research study will use the following tools such as the virtual reality headset. The virtual reality application is tested to install and run on the Meta Quest VR headset and the Pico 4 Ultra VR headset. Next is the Godot. It is a free open source game engine for creating two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and virtual reality games and applications. Godot XR Tools. It is a library of classes and components for building augmented reality and virtual reality applications in the Godot game engine. Godot Asset Library. It is a library of open source licenses to use the add-ons, scripts, tools, other resources such as shaders, two-dimensional or three-dimensional assets like textures, two-dimensional sprites, three-dimensional models, sounds, music, and so on for free. Next is the Kokoro text-to-speech. It is a open source artificial intelligence text-to-speech model that converts text into natural sounding speech. I would like to thank my two panels, namely Dr. Telma Palawag and Dr. Jeffrey Ingusan. My dissertation proposal was accepted by the panels for the subject Dissertation 1. However, the next subjects such as Dissertation 2, Dissertation 3, and Dissertation 4 would be grueling. My dissertation proposal is my research that I would contribute a solution towards achieving quality in education. Software development is one of my skills that I am good at and comfortable to work or to perform, besides teaching. But designing the user interfaces and so on, writing codes, debugging the errors are painstaking. At the end, whenever I see my developed software run and alive, it slowly banishes the weariness that I feel and always motivates me to continue improving it. So, help me God.
Welcome to Lacea's Virtual Reality in English Skills. Welcome to Spelling. Welcome to Spelling Test Level 1. Cite words in suffix ant. The objective of this test is to spell correctly the pronounced word. The total items is 10. Each item is worth 1 point and a total of 10 points. The button clear will clear your answer. The button submit will indicate your final answer and move to the next item. You cannot go back to previous item. You may repeat the pronounced word to spell by clicking the Say Again button. When you are ready, click the Start button. Grumbles. To spell the pronounced word, please click the letter boxes below. Grumbles. Grumbles. Extravagant. Gallop. Gallop. Your spelling answer is empty. You cannot proceed to the next item. Please click at least one letter box below. Your spelling is wrong. The correct spelling is. Please click the next button to proceed. Brilliant. brilliant, compliant. Your spelling is wrong. The correct spelling is. Please click the next button to proceed. Ostrich, ostrich. Migration, your spelling is wrong. The correct spelling is. Please click the next button to proceed. Distinct, contestant, contestant. Root, root, root. Welcome to spelling. Welcome to Lacea's Virtual Reality in English Skills. Welcome to Vocabulary. Welcome to Vocabulary Test Level 1, Intermediate. The objective of this test is to choose correctly the right word to complete the meaning of the sentence. It is a multiple-choice test. The total items is 10. Each item is worth 1 point and a total of 10 points. The button Submit will indicate your final answer and move to the next item. You cannot go back to previous item. When you are ready, click the Start button. Please click the letter box below to choose your answer. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Welcome to Vocabulary. Welcome to Lacea's Virtual Reality in English Skills. Welcome to Reading Comprehension. Welcome to Reading Comprehension Test Level 1, Elementary. In this test, you read and understand the text. Answer the question by choosing the letter of the correct answer. It is a multiple choice test. The total items is 10. Each item is worth 1 point and a total of 10 points. The button Submit will indicate your final answer and move to the next item. You cannot go back to previous item. When you are ready, click the Start button. Please click the letter box below to choose your answer. You do not have an answer. You cannot proceed to the next item. Please click one letter box below. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Your answer is wrong. The correct answer is. Please click the next button to proceed. Welcome to Reading Comprehension. Welcome to Lacea's Virtual Reality in English Skills.
That ends our topic for today. I hope you are inspired in my class. Thank you for watching. God bless us.